Good evening, everyone. Let me start with a simple question. How many of you can hear my voice right now? Of course, all of you can. Hearing is automatic. If your ears work and sound waves reach them, you hear. You don't have to try. You don't have to focus. It just happens. But here's the deeper question. How many of you are truly listening? Because hearing and listening are not the same thing. Hearing is passive. Hearing is biological. Your ears pick up vibrations in the air. Those vibrations travel through your ear canal, hit your eardrum, and your brain registers sound. It requires no intention. You hear traffic when you drive. You hear music in the grocery store. You hear people talking in the background at a restaurant. But hearing doesn't mean you understand, and it certainly doesn't mean you care. Hearing is simply sound entering your ears. Listening is completely different. Listening requires attention, curiosity, patience, respect. Listening means you are not just waiting for your turn to talk. You are trying to understand another human being. Listening is when you set aside your own agenda long enough to ask, what is this person really trying to tell me? That takes effort, and effort is why real listening is becoming rare. Most people don't listen. They reload. Think about the last time you were in a heated conversation, maybe with a spouse, maybe with a coworker, maybe about politics. Often what happens is this. One person talks, the other person hears the words, but they're not actually listening. Instead, they're doing something else. They're reloading. They're preparing their counter-argument. They're thinking, that's wrong. Here's why you're mistaken. Wait until they hear my point. So the conversation becomes two people talking past each other. No understanding, no connection, just noise. Listening builds trust. When someone feels heard, something powerful happens. Their guard drops. Because deep down, every person wants the same thing, to be understood. You may not agree with someone, you may completely disagree, but if you truly listen to them, they will often say something remarkable. I appreciate that you actually listened. Listening communicates respect, and respect builds trust. The small moments matter. Listening is not just for big conversations. It shows up in everyday moments. When a child excitedly tells you about their day, when a friend shares a struggle, when a coworker explains an idea, you could half hear them while checking your phone, or you could do something simple but powerful. Look up, make eye contact, give them your attention. In that moment, you're saying, you matter, and that message is priceless. Listening improves relationships, leadership, parenting, friendships, teams, marriages. The best leaders aren't the loudest voices. They are often the best listeners, because when you listen, you learn. When you listen, you discover ideas you never would have had. When you listen, you see the world through another person's eyes. So here's a challenge. For the next 24 hours, practice intentional listening. When someone talks, don't interrupt. Don't rush to respond. Just focus. Let them finish. Then ask one simple question. Tell me more about that. You might be amazed by what happens. People open up, conversations deepen, and connection grows. Closing thought. Everyone can hear, but very few people truly listen. Hearing fills the air with sound. Listening fills relationships with understanding. So the next time someone speaks to you, remember, don't just hear them, listen. Because sometimes the greatest gift you can give another human being is simply your full attention.